And ready now for 2nd and 9. And he motions the wide receiver. Now Wentz throwing on 2nd down. He's going to let this one go deep. He's got a man complete. A big play there for the Niners. 42 yards.
Now that play will end up on the highlights, and you'll see it all over the place. But what you won't see, the offensive line that bought the extra time, that allowed for the big completion downfield, those guys made that play possible.
And no press coverage here. They are backing off in the secondary. Throwing on first is Wentz. He's going to try and go deep again. And nearly picked off. Surprising to see a defender of his caliber let it get away. But it does get away and it's 2nd down.
What I loved about meeting with these coaches before the game is we didn't even have to ask any questions. They told us that they were going to be aggressive and push the ball downfield. They weren't successful on that play, but look for them to try it again later.
Nothing doing. Barely able to muster a yard to hit the 35.
Well, I think we know by now that every run is not going to be broken and get all the way to the end zone. But these short ones still have their value. You can still set up your play action and throw the football. You control the clock because you have the ball and they don't. And often the physicality sets the tempo for the game.
Now Wentz on 3rd down. And this is going to be incomplete. He was trying to get it to Marshawn Lynch, and it brings up 4th down.
The days of knowing your assignment, dropping to it, and calling it a day, that's over with. Because now, when you drop into a zone, especially as a defensive back, you're seeing the play in front of you. So if a man wanders into your area, guess what? Now it goes from zone to man coverage in many cases. And in this particular play, able to see the play in front of him, react to it, and knock the ball away. Gotta like what you just saw there if you like zone defense.
And he finds McDonald. That one good for 21 yards. And on 4th down, they're able to convert and move the sticks.
And that's a big pickup of a 1st down. And you know that all week, both sides of the ball, offense and defense, are going through every situation. And in this case, the offensive guys had the right play dialed up because defensively, you work on 4th down situations as well.
And deflating for the defense. They can't get the stop here. Into the red zone. Wentz. And it's complete. In the end zone. Touchdown 49ers. Willie Snead from 13 yards out. And the 49ers drive right down the field and score on the opening drive.
Basuda.
They'll try it again now after the 5-yard walk-off. And the 49ers grab a 7-0 lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away.
Who gonna win?
This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line.
Bobby, get out of here.
Here's Thomas Rawls with his first carry. And he will lose yardage on the play. Back at his own 19-yard line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. And the offense there, the O-line, everybody really on offense, they were just manhandled at the point of attack.
Yeah, you could pretty much call them all out, couldn't you? And almost by name, right? That was a very tough sequence for the offensive line. But how about that defensive front creating a new line of scrimmage and creating a lost yardage possibility?
So 2nd and 8 here after the penalty. On 2nd down, here's Stafford. Over the middle, it's Jared Cook. It'll be a 3-yard gain, and that'll bring up a 3rd down.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
On 4th down, here's Brett Kern to punt the football away. Now Sproles.
Oh boy.
Oh, he nearly broke that one. As it stands, though, a heck of a 36-yard run back. And the Niners set up well. They take over 1st and 10 on the short side of the field.
Oh boy.
Toss play to Lynch. They'll fight forward for a couple down inside the 40.
In today's NFL, you hear all
Would
the
you
time
look at
about
this?
stretching the field.
I said, would you look at
creating
this?
space in order to run plays. A toss play will help accomplish that because now you're pushing a defense to chase you all the way to the edges and to the sideline. That's a nice run, probing now early to try and get things done later.
On 2nd down, here's Wentz. Over the middle, it's Thomas. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
He's come a long way since his time at Georgia Tech. What did he run at Tech? He ran hitches and go routes, essentially.
Yeah.
I mean, but he ran them really well. He averaged well over 20 yards a catch while he was there.
And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Marshawn Lynch, a 10-yard touchdown run. And the 49ers add 6 to their lead. And it's good to make it 14-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. And a 3-and-out on that first drive. We'll see if they can do better here.
They should have a better opportunity because the nerves should be settled now. That first series, everybody goes out there, a little extra emotion. So now they get a chance to go back out and say, okay, now we're into the game. Let's go play and play as best we can.
You almost get a mulligan then on that first drive?
Sometimes it absolutely serves that way. You get a second opportunity. Nothing big happened. But then again, you didn't commit any mistakes either. Off you go.
So the offense has it 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, Stafford. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
So much of this game is about leverage. We always talk about low man wins in the trenches. Well, it's like that in just about every position. And sometimes, if you lose that leverage and you're losing the battle, just jump up at the line of scrimmage and try and bat the ball away. And that's exactly what happened there.
Second down now after the incompletion. Back to the air. Stafford on second down. It gets it over the middle to Cobb. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
Well, they get the completed pass, but still have more to go here on third down. From the 50, Stafford. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Third down is a down. Both sides know they absolutely have to win. And the name of the game for the defense is pressure on the quarterback. But pressure on the quarterback with contact, that's how you end up winning it.
The offense staying out. They're going to go on 4th and 2. They'll need to get the play off quickly. And now before this 4th and 2 play comes to fruition, they're going to think about it and call a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. And they're going to at least line up to go for it here on 4th down. Here we go on 4th. Stafford. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. Give him 6 on the play, and they're able to pick up the conversion here on 4th down. And the offense lining up 1st and 10. Back to the ground on 1st. Again, it's Rawls. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
And that's exactly what you want on a first down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
They come out here in the eye. Here's Stafford now on 2nd down. Flush to his right, and he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete. So how about that one, Charles? We haven't seen that in a while, the illegal forward pass.
The quarterbacks get so much leeway on this play that you're right, Brandon. It is very rare that we see the call come out for a legal forward pass.
The first down line at the 34 here on 3rd down. Throwing on 3rd down, Stafford. He'll buy some time right, and he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
Even in today's NFL, when we think of the tight end position now as really a glorified wide receiver, we're still asking a lot of those guys. They have to block as well, and every now and then, they don't come down with the football.
And with the play clock winding down, we're going to get a timeout. That's their 2nd, so they'll have 1 remaining here in this second quarter. We'll be right back. And a tough ask here. They're going to go for it on 4th down and 9. On 4th down, Stafford. Buying time to his left. He may try and run for this. And this is incomplete. Wentz now on first down. Over the middle, open is Thomas. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
They'll come out in the pistol. Wentz now on first down. And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. Demaryius Thomas, 23 yards for the touchdown. And the 49ers add on to their lead. Extra point try now for Crosby. And it is now 21-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. And last time out, went for it on fourth down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned it to 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on fourth down
caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence. Oh, man, for him to be that wide open and drop it, sometimes you have just too much time on your hands, right? You end up thinking way too much, and your hands get shaky.
And, yes, he's a tight end, but that's a catch he should have made. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down. Defense has set themselves up nicely. 3rd and 10 now. From the gun on third down, Stafford. And this one complete to Will Fuller. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down. And no move to get the offense off the field. They're going on 4th and 5. So they will go for it. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. That'll go as a loss of 5. In there to get him for a loss of 5. And a great spot to start this drive from here.
Let's go. Green 39.
They'll run with Marshawn Lynch. Fighting him off.
Just ran right through the trash.
And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. 2nd down, offense behind the sticks here. 2nd and 13. On 2nd down, here's Wentz. His throw caught at about the 5. A good pickup there, a 22.
There are so many things to watch for when you play defense. And reading your keys, you always hear about that, and having your eyes in the right place. Sometimes your eyes can fool you. How about that play action there? And it sprang the big guy, didn't it?
Able to dump it over the top to him. They'll run with Lynch. And they'll get him down just shy of the goal line at about the 1. It's a gain of a couple, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
And a nice job defensively to keep him out of the end zone. He's trying to get his 2nd touchdown already in the first half.
They had that one earlier, was bidding for a 2nd. And now it's 2nd and goal. And across the goal line into the end zone. Touchdown 49ers. Jimmy Graham taking it in. And the 49ers add 6 to their lead. It's good, and they stretch their lead to 28-0 now. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. This fielded at the 2. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. And the ball backed way up. So thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
And he goes across the 20 to the 22. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down. And now they're in the hurry-up.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 3rd and 3. And 3 full yards here for the offense to get on 3rd down. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation. And Larry apparently very brief in his report. Thanks anyway, my man, as we're already set for action. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people.
And down he goes. The 49ers get there. Nick Perry from his outside linebacker spot, forcing the sack for a loss of 8. To throw on second down is Stafford. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll slide down to avoid the contact. It's a gain of 7, and that'll bring up a 3rd and 11 situation.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
From the gun, here's Stafford. And he finds Cook. And they're going to get this one all the way out across the 45.
And he's the epitome of what we call the move tight end. A guy that you can line up anywhere. In the slot, out wide, in tight. Doesn't really matter because he has such great skills. You want to utilize him in all aspects of your passing offense.
And there he was in the slot for the catch. It'll be a gain of 6, and that'll make it second down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, that's almost a tendency breaker.
And that is incomplete. Jared Cook, the tight end, was the target. And it's second down. Well, they haven't had a whole lot of success in the passing game here. Now, in the second half, he's thinking, I guess maybe just take a shot deep.
I think you're right. Almost looking for a bailout, isn't he? Can my receiver go up and make a big play for me? Can I create a penalty downfield, maybe pick up an interference call or get that yardage downfield? Anything trying to get going again, but you're right. He definitely took a shot. That was a classic example of trying to run with the ball without securing the catch. He was thinking about those rack yards instead of making the catch first and then taking off.
Watch the twist. Alert! 31, Jack 31.
Throwing on third down, Stafford. Looking for Tate, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Kareem Jackson. And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line. A look at the offense now here, coming back out on the road for their first possession of the second half. And they were able to punch it in the end zone last time. They'll be looking to do that again here for the defense. Obviously, they'll be looking to stop them from punching it back in the end zone.
It always is punch-counter-punch, isn't it? And which team has the advantage? Well, let's just go back. Last time on offense, they rolled downfield, got into a good rhythm, You can see a little more bounce in and out of the huddle. You can see the sideline really get into the game. So defensively, you're thinking to yourself, how do we take that away from them? How do we get the advantage back? Let's see what they come up with. I think pressure is always the first way to go.
You love pressure.
I love it.
We'll see if they dial it up this drive. Now Wentz throwing on second down. Caught right side, it's Snead. Touchdown, 49ers. Willie Snead, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the 49ers continue to roll.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his second touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. Now the return. Here comes Randall Cobb. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. The Titan offense now working their way back onto the field. Looked like they had something going last drive. Then the interception happened. Will they recover?
The memory they need to keep with them is that they did have something going. They were moving the ball on offense, had a nice sequence going. Don't worry about the other part. You can't get that back. Let's go back to what you were doing well before.
I thought you were going to say they need to have no memory, but remember the good part, forget the bad.
I like that even better.
That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him to football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are, you know, make him make someone miss in the open field.
Here's Rawls. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. 6 yards on the pickup, and that is going to set up a 3rd and 1.
And once again, leverage wins. The offensive line, lower than the defensive front. They moved them and found some good space for the guy carrying the ball.
Stafford looking to throw on 3rd and 1. He's got his target. It's Cobb. And he's going to have the first down, yardage to the 35. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. Back now in Jacksonville. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the fourth quarter. A very one-sided affair. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10.
50-50. Check. Set, lady.
On 1st and 10, Stafford. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. It's a 4-yard pickup, and it'll make it 2nd down.
Got his left. Hey. Set, right, 22.
Back to the ground attack. It's Rawls. So he got free of one tackle but couldn't do a whole lot else. It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with 3rd down now looming.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
They run with a power back. Rawls. And he's going to get the first down as they bring him down at the 23. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs.
Everyone understood their role on that play. 3rd and 1. You know, the defensive guys, they're trying to get down and get low and get leverage on the offensive lineman, but they didn't allow that to happen. They created a crease and allowed him to get through for a first down.
He's got a man. It's his fullback. Call it a gain of 3, and it'll be 2nd down.
I wouldn't be surprised to see the next step in utilizing this position is to actually utilize more of a scat back in this spot, because we saw the catch there, right? He made it. He's a bigger, stronger guy, maybe not quite as elusive as maybe someone else you would.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by the All-Pro, Navarro Bowman. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The 49ers offense now, they work their way back onto the field. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looked pretty good, so they'll be hoping to do that once more.
Man, it takes me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach. They felt pretty good about their game plan and thought there were some holes in the defense, and they exploited them the last time out. Let's see if they can come back and put together a similar drive.
And we'll see if they can do just that. 10 yards on the pickup there, and the 49ers are going to get a first.
Well, I'd say that run's pretty emblematic of what we've seen all day long. No matter what they've done on offense, this offensive line has controlled the line of scrimmage, given them time to throw it, run it, do whatever they wanted. That's why there are points up on the board. And right now, the psyche of the offense, we're in control, and we can do whatever we feel like doing out here on the field.
And they're going to go soft on the corners. Now a play fake here on first down. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done.
Well, go ahead and throw the ball, man. You got the big lead. You got the clock on your side. Obviously, they don't care much about the feelings of the other team, do they?
Well, I was going to say you better run to the locker room pretty quick after this one.
Well, right now, maybe. They're just looking at it from the fantasy perspective. More points for everyone if they win big.
First down and 10 now for the offensive group. They come out here in the I. This is Lynch. And there just continues to be nowhere to run. He's bottled up again at the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. So now 11 yards to go for this offensive unit. It's second down. They come up in an offset I. Oh, look at this. Wentz going to throw. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 15. 23 yards on the play. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
So here we go, first and 10 now.
Now let's go.
Into the red zone, Wentz. Oh, he had 6 points in his hands there, couldn't hang on. Second down.
After all the preparation, all the practice, a play like that will absolutely break your heart. They had everything they wanted, just unable to complete it. In the end zone, a big-time drop.
Back to the air on second down. Wentz caught by Snead over the middle. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that's going to make it third down and less than a yard.
Here we go now. 3-19. 3-19.
Wentz going to try and throw on third. Surveying the field. Being chased out left. Shreds the tackle. He can run for it, and he will. And they don't get the reception. Incomplete. So now they're down to 17 seconds remaining.
Not too many things get to a quarterback of this magnitude, but I think it's safe to say that pressure can get to any quarterback.
Now, he's obviously a great franchise quarterback, but felt the pressure, threw it incomplete. Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. And how about this? It's complete. And this will be caught. And the carnage continues. It's another touchdown.
And to me, that touchdown allows you to start grinning widely on your sideline. I think they pretty much locked this one away.
Yeah, that's the clincher, the proverbial icing on the cake, if you will. Now, this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. Muscles him off. And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was, as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line. The Titans offense now, they work their way back onto the field. They are down big. They have not scored a single point. I don't know, are they so defeated at this point you just want to get in the locker room, get the heck out of here?
That is one way to approach it. Sometimes coaches say, that's it, okay? It hasn't worked all game. There's no sense in doing something now. Let's get out of here. No one gets hurt. But others will look at it and
now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. One last throw here for Stafford. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
it's a tried and true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he's since being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. A great read, and it's picked off. And that will write a finish to this ball game. The storyline in this one, Charles, no doubt the number 0. Zilch, nada. A shutout so hard to do in the NFL.
It really is, and what an accomplishment, because you feel that not just on the defensive side, but as a full team. There's a lot of pride that goes into shutting out an opponent. And how about that 0 on the scoreboard for them, going along with those zeros in the time column too.
So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. With that, we sign off from Jacksonville. Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis, ready for this Madden Ultimate Team matchup as you get a peek at some of the big players in today's game, and you're a big player in today's game as well. Let's get the party started. Justin Tucker set to boom this one away, and off we go from Jacksonville. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll push his way forward to about the 32. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. See if they stay on the ground for 2nd down.
Here we go now. Green, 39.
Wentz to throw on 2nd down. And that's incomplete. Jimmy Graham, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd down. Third play here, this opening drive, as they're up against a 3rd and 5.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Watch it now, Barney. Back 99 Philly. Here we go.
Now Wentz. And he finds Jimmy Graham. And he's got the first down yardage as he brings this up to the 47. A solid gain of 15 yards, and the sticks move.
Would it be safe to say that as precise as routes are supposed to be run in the NFL, maybe they're not quite as precise in college ball?
That's accurate, yeah.
And I think we saw a college route in the NFL there. Just find the soft spot, find the dead zone, and find the first down. And that's what he just did.
Throwing on first is Wentz. And he will find his man for the first time, Demaryius Thomas. 22 yards on the pickup there. And it'll be a San Francisco first down. And on this first drive, looks like they want to get that vertical passing game going early.
And they did, and what a warning shot they just fired. If you're not going to back up and play coverage deep, we're going to attack you all game long. And once you adjust to that and you start to back off, then that opens things up underneath. A really nice start for them. Great way to get the game going.
Wentz on the left side, it's McDonald. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down.
Well, the strategy was evident there. Get it to your tight end and make it a one-on-one play with a cornerback. Who's usually going to win that one?
The tight end, but not there.
Not in this situation. How about the corner defeating that logic and making a really nice tackle?
Defense really showing respect to the deep ball here, playing off the receivers. In motion is the tight end, Graham. And they'll send the tight end in motion here. They fake the give. Now Wentz finding time. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down. They got to get it to the 21 here on 3rd down.
Hurry up, here we go. 3-19. 3-19.
Now Wentz on 3rd down. And he will have a man, Demaryius Thomas. That one goes for 24 yards.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to.
And he'll take this into the end zone for a San Francisco touchdown. Jay Prosh taking it in from 2 yards out. And the 49ers drive right down the field and score on the opening drive. And the 49ers grab a 7-0 lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll wind up getting an extra couple yards here for his trouble as he'll bring this one out to the 27. First carry for Thomas Rawls. And not much. Maybe a yard up to the 29. Tackle made there by Jordan Hicks.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held him to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
They'll run with Rawls. Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. Kind of running there at your own risk against that 4-3 and that big line, aren't you?
Yeah, and I don't really run it against a good 4-3 team that well because I've got to get those guys on the move a little bit. If you're a static running team, meaning you just want to run it in the middle, you may have some trouble against good defensive tackles. That's what we just saw in that play. No gain.
They got pressure there and only rushing 3.
And there's a defensive coordinator right now who is celebrating not just getting home with 3 there, but realizing if that's the type of pressure he can get in the entire game, then his pass defense is going to be excellent. You're dropping 8. Where are you going to go with the football?
So here we go. The offense is going to stay out there. They're going for it on 4th and 8. So they will go for it. Stafford. It's complete to Golden Tate. Boy, a curious decision to go for it doesn't pan out. And the Niners take over in terrific field position. The 49er offense now making their way out onto the field. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
Man, confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
And Graham's got it over the middle. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Second quarter now. Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis with you. It's the 49ers in control of the football. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. They come up in an offset eye. A carry now for Lynch. Trucks through him.
Oh, man, right through him.
And effective running here. He'll take it down inside the 10. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll bring up a 2nd and just about a few inches here. Here's Wentz to throw. And a hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. And how about the dime look here? 6 DBs on 3rd and inches.
Daring them to run the ball.
And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down. Charles, he's got to be shaking his head after that drop.
No doubt about it, because that was a chance to put 6 on the board. And in today's football, you have to score touchdowns every opportunity because offenses are so high-powered.
Jack Del Rio going to take a chance here. His guy's going for it on 4th. They come out here in the eye. They'll go for it. It's Wentz. And it is incomplete. A gutsy call by Jack Del Rio, but it does not pay off. And as a result, it'll be Titan football on the turnover on downs. The Titans offense now, they get ready to do battle again here. And this offense last time turned it over, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. They're lucky, though, because no points against the team on the board, but we'll see how they respond.
Yeah, they've got to get a lot of credit to their defensive teammates, don't they? They had their backs on that last series, and because they did so, that allows the coach to still stay aggressive on offense and maybe go for it again in a similar situation.
I was going to say maybe makes that offense feel good when you know you've got a defense making stands like that.
Yeah, that'll loosen up things a little bit, won't it? Maybe you'll play a little bit better the next time you have the ball.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. And avoids the contact by sliding. 13 yards there on the pickup. And it's good enough for a Tennessee 1st down. Looks like the defense in press coverage here.
Man, defensively, that hurts. They got him out of his rhythm. They had him hemmed in, but somehow he was able to tuck it away and get away for a gain.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. 2nd down following the run.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense, and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game. Got to give credit where it's due. Really nice defense on that play. The pitch and catch was successful, but not any run after it.
And he is going to lose yardage here. He loses 4, and it brings up 4th.
There's another example of why they haven't scored any points so far. I think it's time to abandon the run game, spread things out, and go to the air. It certainly can't be any worse than what they've done so far.
So it looks like the offense isn't going anywhere. They're going to go for it on 4th and 7. So with that, we come upon the 2-minute warning here on the NFL on EA Sports. So they're going to come to the line here, and it appears try to go for it on 4th. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. They are going to go for it. It's Stafford. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Niners take over in terrific field position. So, Charles, why in the world do you take that risk there?
It doesn't make a whole lot of sense on the surface. But I've been around enough of these coaches and enough of these meetings along the way. Sometimes they're so confident in a play call that they don't care about the situation. They think that play, at that time, they're going to run it and pick up whatever they need. So maybe that's what influenced him there. I'm guessing because I have no other explanation.
Yeah, that's tough. Own side of the field, that chunk of yardage to pick up. Head scratcher.
It's always tough for the guys throwing the football when they think they've got a completion and the ball's almost there, and then someone sneaks a hand or two in and bats it away.
Back to the air on 2nd down. Wentz. Oh, nearly picked. And maybe lucky there. This guy doesn't drop many defensively. 3rd down. Incomplete pass on 2nd down. Let's see what the offense draws up here on 3rd. It's a 5-receiver set. 3 to the left, 2 to the right. The wide receiver moving to a new spot. From the gun on 3rd down, Wentz. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. A gain of 19 and picking up the first.
And that's how you pick up a first down. Not only does he make the catch, but has enough body control to get his feet down inbounds, toe tapping and dragging to make sure he gets it done.
Fresh set of downs here. Snap coming at 1. Now Wentz. Caught by Snead over the middle. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
Now Wentz, and he hauls it in the end zone. Touchdown, San Francisco. Demaryius Thomas from 8 yards out, and the 49ers add on to their lead. Now Crosby for the point after. And it's good to make it 14-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. The Titans offense now, they get set to head back out here. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure if something goes wrong.
Now with the play clock about to expire, we get a whistle and a timeout. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. They go play action here on first down. And this is caught. It's Greg Olsen. And he's brought down after a good gain. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
I know exactly what's going to be said about that play from the defensive perspective.
What's that?
That's why I tell all you guys we need more than one tackler to the ball. He broke the first tackle. Luckily enough, there are more people there to get him down.
Trying to get it to Cobb, and it's intercepted. And some room to roam now. And into the end zone, a pick 6 for the 49er D as they score the touchdown.
Now that was a beautiful play, a pick 6. How would you punctuate something like that, partner?
What do you mean, with an exclamation mark?
Exclamation mark, a big word. What would you do with that?
Ampersand?
I like it.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. This is fielded at the goal line. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. Out come the Titans now. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
The drive begins with a run by Rawls. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
To throw on 2nd down is Stafford. Over the middle, it's Jared Cook. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. So the offense has it 1st and 10. So the D-line's going to spread out. First down, this is Rawls. And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. And the offense moving quickly to the line. And they'll try to get the spike off, but they won't do it in time. And that will end this first half. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line just across the 25. And the Titans getting set to go. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never wanted to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is
do that?
I'm doing it.
There goes Thomas Rawls. Touchdown, Titans. Thomas Rawls, 74 yards. And the Titans are able to cut into that deficit. And that run massively increased his production in this game, and now he's over 100 yards.
And break out your calculator, partner, because his yards per carry went up significantly, right? Big-time jaunt all the way to the end zone.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. That's fielded in the end zone. And last year, that would have been a net gain of 5 on the return. This year, he stopped where he would have been if he had taken a knee, and that's at the 25. A look at the offense now here, coming back out on the road for their first possession of the second half. And they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last drive when they were able to push it in for 6.
And they hope it'll be that easy, right? To be able to take exactly what happened before, replicate it. They may have to make a few additional changes along the way because I'm sure the defense will make some adjustments, but they've got to have great confidence having scored the last time out.
And some room to maneuver. And he'll slide down to avoid the tackle. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs. And quickly, they get to the line.
No. Check. Patriot.
Now it's the all-purpose back. This is Darren Sproles. And he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
And frankly, Brandon, we're talking about things I'm not sure we ever thought we'd talk about in the NFL. And a lot of that is the speed at the linebacker position. A lot of these guys in college, they were safeties. They moved them up to outside linebacker to combat the spread offenses, and now we're seeing it in the NFL. Those same guys using their speed to make plays in the backfield, similar to that one.
Tried to get it to Willie Snead there, and it's third down. And he's certainly not a guy that drops that football very often.
Indeed, because that's a bit of a surprise. I know he's in the middle of some traffic and people, bodies all around him, but he usually has the focus to haul that one in.
In motion right is Thomas. And no press coverage here. They are backing off in the secondary. Now Wentz on third down. He's got time. And down he goes. They bring down Wentz on the sack. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
And we'll see what he can do on the return. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And it'll be Titan football. And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. And they hit the home run last drive. One play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here.
Partner, I love your description because when we talk about hitting the home run, we're usually thinking about a passing play, aren't we? Something in the air, deep ball. But how about them just taking it big-time jaunt? Now if you're coming back out, now they've established this run game, the play-action pass could very well be open.
Here's Stafford now on second down. It's brought in left side by Tate. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory.
And when an offense is doing a nice job selling the play-action pass, a lot of responsibility shifts to the linebackers. They're the ones that have to determine run or pass and get to the proper places on the field.
They dump it off, complete to Dorsett. They'll get 17 yards there. And that'll be good for a Tennessee first. And the offense lining up 1st and 10.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
And now the offense operates in the red zone. Throwing again is Stafford. And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. Golden Tate, a 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Titans are able to make this a close game again. Now Tucker to add the PAT. It's up and good. This becomes a 21-14 ball game now. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. And San Francisco gets set to go here. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drop.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, You got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
18 yards on the pickup there. And that leads to a San Francisco first down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be tackled right on the midfield logo. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. From midfield, here's Wentz. Looking left side and completing it to Thomas. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. Back now in Jacksonville. It's 49er football here. They've got the lead as well as we get set to start the 4th and final quarter. And they're going to go soft on the corners. To throw, it's Wentz. He's going to sling this deep down. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Jimmy Graham, 43 yards. And the 49ers add 6 to their lead. He's got it as they double up the lead. This one's now 28-14. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that, they had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away. I hope I don't sound too rah-rah on that one, but that's the exact right throw. Either your receiver gets it or no one gets it. Give him a lot of credit for being really precise with it.
Got rid of it. No one got it. So incomplete on first. Let's see what second down has in store. On 2nd and 10, Stafford. And complete right side to Cook. And the play goes for 19 yards. Gives him a new set of downs.
There's a completion to the tight end, and I think that we're looking at something out of central casting, frankly.
Absolutely. He's got the size, the hands.
Speed. Can flat out run. You put that whole package together, you light up the eyes of an offensive coordinator, don't you? The defensive coordinator came into this game with a plan to get to the quarterback with whatever type of pressure is necessary. It's working to perfection for him today.
Back to the air. Stafford on 2nd down. They'll roll him out right. So a ways to go here on 3rd and 10. Throwing on 3rd down. Stafford. And that will be incomplete as well. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Desperation time for Stafford on 4th down. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Throwing back across his body. A great read, and it's picked off. And the return out shy of midfield to the 46-yard line. And the 49ers getting set to trot out there. So after the INT, here's Wentz. Caught by Snead over the middle. And he's brought down. They give him 17 yards that time as that'll move the chains. And defensively, they just don't seem to have much of an answer for this passing game.
Not at all. Look at the confidence that's exhibited here. With that type of a lead, clock on their side, instead of running it, they're still throwing it, trying to pick up first downs and keeping the football.
Wentz now on first down. On the crossing route, he hits Demaryius Thomas. And across the chalk, into the end zone, it's a 49er touchdown. Demaryius Thomas, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the forced turnover on defense leads to 6 points. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
They want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. They stay on the ground, rolls again. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs.
It's a good, nice, crisp run for a first down. I wonder if the defense might have been loosened up a little bit, maybe anticipating a pass instead of the run that they got.
Now a first down throw, Stafford. And nearly picked off. Surprising to see a defender of his caliber let it get away, but it does get away and it's 2nd down. And this will probably be the final play before the 2-minute warning. 2nd and 10, Stafford again. Flushed out right. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that is intercepted. Or was it? Wait, they'll say no. No interception. He did not keep the feet in bounds, apparently. So that's just going to be an incompletion. From the gun on 3rd down, Stafford. And Tate's got it. And he brings this up to the 46. Good enough for the first. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. On 1st and 10, Stafford. They set up the screen to Rawls. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. He lost 9 there. That's really going to set him back for 2nd down. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. Throwing again at Stafford. Over the middle, complete to Tate. And he's taken down, but not before getting this across midfield and just shy of the 40. Stafford on first down. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
And that drop will cause a little bit of angst for the play caller because you know they've worked all week game planning and flexing the tight end out and making him a matchup issue for the defense. They had what they wanted, and he drops the ball.
Yeah, just couldn't hang on to the slant. On 2nd and 10, Stafford. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
Whenever I see a drop like that, I have to kind of take a step back and check myself a little bit. So used to seeing those big guys make big-time spectacular plays that when they drop one, I have to remind myself, we ask a lot out of these guys. Block and catch the football, not easily done in today's NFL.
And he's able to get the first here as he's taken down at the 25. So he makes the grab and the change move forward.
Nice job by the offensive line giving them time to complete that first down pass.
They go play action here on first down. Over the middle, it's Jared Cook. And down inside the 15 he goes. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It'll be their third and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside. Now a play fake here on first down. Rolling, and he's going to be intercepted a third time. Deion Sanders, the Hall of Famer, with a pick. And he returns it up just shy of the 20 to the 19-yard line. Out on the field now, here come the 49ers. They come into enemy territory, and I don't care what the matchup is in the National Football League. You're up like this late in the game on the road. This feels pretty good.
Oh, it feels fantastic. Anytime you get a road victory in the NFL, that's a big-time accomplishment, and to do it this convincingly, that just tears up the script that every home team has, which is nobody comes into our house and pushes us around. They took care of business today.
Yeah, they pushed around, and now the final stages of this one. Demaryius Thomas, touchdown, 49ers. Demaryius Thomas, an 80-yard touchdown, and the 49ers add on to their lead. They were still throwing with a comfortable lead here late, and now that lead even more comfortable.
And your first thought is there bad blood that went into this one ahead of time, that maybe they're seeking some revenge or they just don't like them? But the other thing that always hits me is, are they worried about playoff positioning? Right? Are they worried about, do you need enough points in case there's a tiebreaker that comes into play later?
Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. Here's the Titan offense now as they make their way back onto the field. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time. But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting third and about 4 to go. And they're going to speed things up here. Third down, here's Rawls. Shedding the tackler, and it gives him some room. And he's got the first down yardage as he brings this up to the 47. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week, we'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, find us on Twitter at EA Madden NFL. With that, we sign off from Jacksonville.